Hi everybody! So in this video I am going to explain why it's really important that when I'm doing any detailed shoulder work that we also check in with those pecs too. And here's why the pecs are so important. So think about it. Day in, day out, we are very much projecting forward with our hand movements all the time. Whether we're at the desk typing away, scrolling on our phone, writing, you name it, we are forward all the time with our hand and shoulder movements. So this can have a little bit of a knock-on effect. It can start causing those chest muscles become very tight and they act like an anchor, and then they'll just start bringing those shoulders forward to the point where sometimes they can literally have a conversation with each other, if that was possible. And basically, by this happening, it's then overexerting those upper back muscles as well, those upper back extensors. So it's already starting to have a bit of a knock-on effect. So it's my job to work on the pecs in order to allow that shoulder to just sit back in its rightful place a bit better. Now, when it comes to the associated muscles that I'm looking at, in this case the pecs, there's two things that I'm really interested in, and that's attachment points and action of the muscle. So whether it directly or indirectly affects the area that I'm being treated, in this case the shoulder. So we have two pec muscles. We have pectoralis major, which is the big one, and then we have pectoralis minor, which is the smaller one. It just sits a little bit above the pec minor. So I'm going to use the pec minor as an example. So the attachment point to the pec minor, where it originates, which basically means where the muscle is attached to a fixed point, is ribs 3 to 5. And the insertion, where the movement happens, is a bone in the shoulder called the coracoid process. So the coracoid process actually forms part of the shoulder complex. So already that's a tick. That's very, very relevant because it has the attachment point to the shoulder. Now I'm going to be looking at the action of the pec minor. So it elevates ribs 3 to 5 and it depresses the scapula. So it rotates the shoulder blade down. Another big tick when it comes to how the pec affects the shoulder. So that just gives you kind of an insight into why it's really, really important that when I'm doing any detailed shoulder work that we also check in with those pecs too.